Welcome back to the M&S Sports Channel. Here with Matt.
And Mike.
We're playing fix the bid end every week. So the wild card week is over. Mike, let's do an overview.
Well, the first thing I guess you have to talk about is Tomlin leaving the Steelers. We don't know yet if it's about a dispute. One thing we can say though is that he had an incredible 19 years with the Steelers without a losing season. How, is that unreal or what?
And not having the best draft picks of all time seemed like Mike Tomlin was really the answer for Pittsburgh, but never a losing season.
One good news, right?
It's kind of crazy.
Oh, it is crazy. One good news. Rogers is going home.
Seems like he'll be retiring.
Hopefully.
I don't think the franchise should take a chance on him going forward. I mean, what was it, 146 and an interception?
No, and it's time for him to move on.
Yeah, it seemed like it's a retirement going forward for him, but it's a Hall of Fame career.
Yeah, but it's time to go fishing.
Yeah.
You have enough, right?
Yeah, I won't be sad watching him go, and so for you, Mike, but it's a Hall of Famer in the books.
One bad news coming from San Francisco. Kittle's out. Big loss, right?
So many injuries on the 49ers every season. I mean, if this team was fully healthy, they'd be my sure number one pick for winning a Super Bowl, but so many injuries year after year. Is there a curse on the 49ers at this point? I don't know, but
And it's been a couple of years now, right?
yeah, where the lineup is fully loaded, but
And now they did win, gave everything they had, squeezed by, lost Kittle, and now they're moving to Seattle, where they've been resting for a week, and the gun is fully loaded.
yeah,
Ouch. Right?
yeah, and losing a few players in the wild card. I mean, Mike, I've got a question for you before we move on. We've talked about it before, and I'm going to ask you every week until one of these two quarterbacks is done in the playoffs. Who is your MVP?
I know Stafford is favorite. I know he's favorite, but I think he has more weapon. And I think that they need to throw the ball because of their weak defense. And that's why he has better numbers than Drake May. But you have to take into consideration the wins. And it's only because New England has a better D than the Rams that he has to throw so often. Hey, but anyways, but at the end of the day, 1-1A, they've been the best two players, and whoever wins deserves to win, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's primarily a quarterback award at this point. But they were the two best QBs this season. But you know what I think about it, Mike, and I think it's Stafford. But who knows? We'll see at the end of the year, right? And with that said, let's move on to our picks, Mike.
The only thing that I'm sad about is no game on Monday, right? So we're losing one day of football. We lost Thursday, now we're losing Monday. It's Saturday and Sunday this week, right?
Oh, only 4 games.
Yeah, well, I know we're moving closer to the end, which I'm not a fan of. But hey, it is what it is. 4 great games. I have 5 picks this week with 4 games, but it is what it is. I was thinking about the Bills and the Broncos, and everybody knows that the Bills are having a tough time stopping the run. The Bronco has a better D than the Bills. The Bill will be stuck passing, but I think that the Broncos will be rushing. So, looking at the stats lately, Bonix has been rushing a lot. I like a lot. I'm not talking about 2, 3 rushes. I'm talking around 10 rushes a game. I think last week he had 8, and the week before 11. So I'm looking at Bonix over 24.5 rushing yards. Matt?
Well, for my first pick, I'm going in the same game, and I've got Josh Allen to rush for over 34.5 rushing yards. I mean, 11 carries last week. You know he's going to run. He runs every game. And 34.5 for me is a great number to pick for Josh Allen. I mean, it seems like he's going to throw the ball a lot, so it'll be in the pocket. So I think he'll have another good amount of carries, and I think he'll hit that 34.
My second pick is the game 49ers Seahawk. I had him last week. I've picked him before. I don't remember losing with him. The 49ers, they'll have a tough time again, like they did last week, running the ball. So they'll have to be more effective throwing the ball to be able to run. And the way that they'll do it again is they'll throw short to McCaffrey. So McCaffrey over 50-yard reception. Matt?
Well, I'm going to say the same game once again. There's only 4 matchups, so we'll be the same matchup for the uh, I've got Sam Darnold over 233.5. I mean, this team's this team lives or die on the passing game, and watching Smith and Jigba this season, he's been absolutely awesome. But not many people have been talking about Sam Darnold, who's playing great football, and I think playing against this safety core who's been pretty much awful this whole season, you've got to watch out for them. So I think Sam Darnold over 233.5 is easy.
Okay, so my third pick for this week is let's talk about the Texan and the Patriots. Um, Tough to find a prop. I was looking at Texas and I'm afraid the running back is often hurt. The Patriots, who will he throw to this week? The running back also, which one will it be? The only thing I think is the perfect scenario in this game, I don't think Houston can beat the Patriots. I may be wrong, but I think the Patriots are a shoe-in this week. They should be able to throw the ball, and I don't think Texas will be able to score on them. So I don't know why it's only 3. I was surprised. I thought it would have been at least 5.5. But I'll go with New England -3. Matt?
So talking about that Patriots versus Houston, I mean, they're both great defensive teams, and you know, I was having trouble as well finding a prop for this game. And if it's going to be a defensive battle, let it be a defensive battle. We've seen some great defensive battles this season. Yep. And I think this one is another one of them. So I've got right now the line's 41.5. I've got under 41.5. I think a great defensive battle for the first game on Sunday.
Uh, the last game, the Rams and the Bears. Like I've got 2 props. I think I could have had 7 props. I love that game over. I think the Rams will score a ton of points. I think that the Bears offense will score also. If the game 31-27, the Bears in Green Bay, how can it be lower, the Bears against the Rams? I see it easily over 48.5. I love the tight end. I think they didn't use him to start the year. The Loveland and last week, I think they threw the ball to him 13 times, 13 targets. That's the play now. That's the go-to guy. Easily over 50 possums. 50. That should be a shoe-in. That's my two props. So the Rams. Oh, I'll stop because I like I said before, I would have had 6 or 7 props in that game. So the Rams over 48.5, and Loveland, the tight end, over 50 yards. Matt?
Yeah, I mean, this game looks like it will end 120 to 117. So should be a defensive battle for the first game, and for the second game of Sunday, should be a shootout. So I've gone for this pick last week, and it hit for me, and I'm going for it again. I mean, 50 yards for Adams. I mean, he's hit that pretty much every single week. I mean, over 50 for this one. He's had the second most targets of his team last week, over 50 and a half. Devontae Adams, I think for me, again, is easy and must be. So Devontae Adams over 50 and a half. Let's see what happens. Well, thank you guys for watching once again. We'll see each other next week with only 2 matchups before the Super Bowl. The year is ending, sadly, but thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week.
Have a great football weekend, Possums.